version 2 episode.
Yes, it's roleplay.
2? Is this the second one? Yeah.
This is number 2.
We have a bunch of people here. I'm not going to go through everybody's name right now. This episode is brought to you by Adobe Photoshop, because I've been learning Photoshop all week.
And you're getting good, according to you.
And it is so atrocious on purpose. I love it. Like, I have so many tools available to me, but I don't use them. I just use, like, the fucking lasso.
Magic lasso, yeah.
That's the only one I know how to use.
And I press delete, and it's like content aware, and I'm like, yes, please. And then it fixes it.
Did you try pressing the magnetic lasso tool? Is that going to blow your mind?
What is that?
It's like the lasso
Lassos
tool
don't
with
have
magnets.
magnets. They're made out of rope.
Yeah.
Well, then how does Wonder Woman's lasso stick to her side?
It's magic.
Oh,
There you go.
Magnets.
It's
She has
magic.
She has a carabiner.
So magnetic lasso tool
Hey, now,
actually
take
auto
that
traces
speech.
for you.
Huh?
Oh, carabiner. I got it. I got it, Jim.
All right. Well, let me start.
Yeah. Flawless start.
I'm so blown away by new tools on this. There are too many things. I get so confused.
Many tools.
So we're going to start with what you're playing, and we're going to start with Jim. What are you playing?
Oh, so many things. So I got to like hour 55 in Dragon Quest 11, and I was like, oh man, I've got to be like almost there, right? Wrong. That was
Not
the
wrong.
end of Act 1.
Okay.
And I was kind of defeated, so I was like, okay, I'm taking a break from this for a while. I'm going to go play a bunch of smaller games. So I played Coffee Talk, which was a lot of fun.
Oh, that game again?
I played Coffee Talk, which was a lot of fun. I'm done with it now. I got all
Oh,
the
you beat it.
trophies.
Whoa,
yes.
but you didn't even, capture the end of it. I still got the card right here, man. What's going on?
I did not capture the end
Yeah,
of it. But
so
I
when am I going to see the rest of it?
you want to do that? I mean, I'll gladly do it, because I also have Valhalla, which is the prequel to it that's at a bar, and it's a little bit more adult friendly from what I understand.
Oh, because it's a bar.
It's a bar. I also have been playing a lot of Super Blood Hockey. I don't know. It's really, really good. It's
So is it
basically-
Mutant Bowl?
Yeah, but it's like 8-bit. And
So
it's
Crash and the Boys.
kind of. You're not wrong there, but it's basically you are like a coach, and it's in the future, and you have to sell your kidney to start a team, and all your players are prisoners, and so you have to. And if they die, you have to get more prisoners. It's hilarious. It's really fun. It's super simple to pick up and play.
So it's The Longest Yard, the movie, the game.
But hockey.
The Longest Yard, the movie, the game.
But hockey and 8-bit. I've also been dabbling in Kaze, which is
hell's
Kaze
that?
and the Wild Masks, and that's a lot of fun. It's basically it's almost like a love letter to Donkey Kong, the original Donkey Kong Country trilogy, but it's way better. It's updated. The visuals are really good. The music is good. It handles really well. But if you've ever played Donkey Kong Country, everything feels familiar. Like, there are not barrels, but there are certain things that will shoot you across, like, to other certain things, and then you have to spell the word Kaze in each level to like get the maximum points you can. Again, it's a little copy pasty as far as
Yeah,
the
it sounds like
mechanics
they
goes.
really aped Donkey Kong Country.
But
God.
but I'm telling you, it's gonna win a lot of indie game awards this year. It's that good. I definitely recommend it. And yeah, that's what I've been playing.
Watch it get no nominations.
Now, I mean, game awards, who gives a shit? But like the award shows that matter, none that I can think of right now. It'll do well.
They matter so much you forget them.
I can't name them.
Michael, what you been playing?
Let's see. I finished Hades about a week ago.
Oh,
Fantastic game.
Real quick, I've been also playing Hades as well. I got a physical copy of it. It's hard.
It's okay. So if you want the storyline, you can turn on an easy mode.
There's
Makes
an
it
easy
really
mode?
fucking simple. Yes, it's
I
literally.
had no idea.
It's like
Yeah.
a story mode, so you can experience a story without having to like grind and actually get good at the game.
Interesting.
They have that?
yeah, I had
Yes.
no idea.
I had no idea. I had the physical version.
I didn't have.
no
I
idea.
didn't have to. I suffered for a while. You have to clear the game 10 times to get the actual ending.
Oh my god. Well, how long does it take to clear the game?
The first time it was probably a 45-minute run. The last time was about a 10-minute run because you get better and you progressively get stronger as you play.
I mean, it's any of those roguelike games are, kind of the same, but I would say, and maybe you would agree, Hades and Dead Cells are probably two of the best.
Hey, those are absolutely two of my favorites. I used to play another one.
Other ones.
Rogue Legacy was fantastic, but it shows its age now.
Lunky.
I also like Slay the Spire. It's a deck building based roguelike.
I would like that.
Do you like card games?
I do.
It is a combination between a roguelike and a card game.
It's always so expensive. That was the reason why I haven't gotten it.
Yeah, it doesn't really drop in price.
Darkest Dungeon.
I never played that one.
I'm literally looking at my Steam wish list, and I'm on Darkest Dungeon right now.
I do like Binding of Isaac, but I cleared it a couple of times, and then I it got super complicated after that. And I was like, I'm done with this.
I didn't like Binding of Isaac. I like the idea of it. I just didn't like it.
Let's see. I picked up Pokemon Snap yesterday. That one's been pretty good. Started playing Apex again. That's about it.
Okay. Geoff, what have you been playing?
I have been playing Last of Us 2. In fact, I played 8 hours today.
8 hours? Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, it's a long game, dude. It's actually surprisingly long.
I mean, you've been playing Mass Effect for 36 hours now, Todd.
I don't know what happened there.
Besides that, it's been Apex, and then I watched Julia play 30 minutes of Pokemon Snap today. That's pretty much it. I'm struggling watching this Photoshop.
Shut up. We're not talking about it. We're keep going.
Talking about video games.
Nick, what have you been playing?
Fuck you, Todd.
Oh, me?
You're not the only one that's about to appear, so don't worry about it.
So I've also been playing Hades, and Dad is a bitch. But
hey, no spoilers.
Oh, okay. Well, his name is on the fucking box.
Spoilers, that's the dad.
But I've also been trying to hit up my backlog, so I've been playing Recore. When they came out with the Xbox One, that was one of the first games that they brought out, and it was also one of the first games that they said, oh, it's going to be a game that's also coming out on Xbox and PC at the same time. You don't have to choose. So since that's on Game Pass, I decided to start playing that, and god damn, is it boring. It's very uninspired.
That's a little robot game, right? I'm thinking of Knack.
Well, I mean, it might as well be.
Lord and Savior Knack.
Knack 2, baby!
Oh, God.
Let's see. Ed, what you been playing? Oh, sorry, Nick, you got more? You've been playing how many? Excuse me, David. Fuck you. He just popped up in my origin thing. Nick, what have you been? Continue. I'm still working over here. Sorry.
Actually, I forgot what the other game I was playing.
Oh, good.
On to the next one. Ed, what else have you been playing?
Hades.
Okay.
Yeah. Aside from that, just Monday stream games right now with the guys. Payday, Deep Rock, Golf with Friends, best game ever. Hades. I actually cleared it for the first time yesterday, and I was pleasantly surprised.
What weapon? What weapon?
The fists.
Okay. That was one of my hardest ones.
Okay, here's the kicker. First time trying the fists.
Was it full Wolf Fang Fist?
That's always the case for roguelikes with me. I always complete it when it's a new weapon.
Yeah. It changes your play style so much with the different weapons.
It really does.
Yep.
Yeah, I was just lucky enough to get the right... okay, I got the wrong boons that I didn't want, but ultimately they did help with that weapon.
There's some fucking nuts builds.
Like,
There's one where you use the gun and they call it a super soaker because you just stack Poseidon boons, so it's all water.
Wow.
Oh wow.
And like everything just knocks people away and into walls, and they can't get close to you. Like the whole fucking
you just
run.
get like nothing but ricochets. Yeah, it's actually pretty gnarly.
Wow. Yeah, no, like I had gotten 2 Artemis boons back to back, and I'm not one who usually uses Artemis, but I was like, oh shit, all right. So I got like crit damage and then crit damage on special. And then,
like, of course.
Yeah, and then
I was
like, oh, it's actually helping with this. And then I got the doom damage on regular attack and reach increase. That was it. That carried me through everything.
How long does it take to do a run in that game?
I want to say about half hour.
It really depends. As you get better, everything just moves faster because like each time you get into a room, as soon as the enemies appear, you know how to handle them all. There's only so many enemy types in the game, but it goes a lot faster the more you get into the game.
Yeah, like when I was initially starting out, it was maybe about 40 to 45 minutes for me to get up to Hades. But when I cleared it out, it was, I think, like 32 minutes.
Yeah. Have you played since you beat him?
Yeah, I did.
How do you feel about the Pact of Punishment?
I haven't really tried it. Like I tried one thing on it and just got wrecked immediately. But the funny thing is like after clearing it, I guess it ramps up a little harder anyway. Because I got wrecked. I got wrecked real quick because I made a stupid mistake of not choosing Aphrodite. I didn't realize that was the wrong option.
There's always the wrong. It's always the wrong option. Either way.
Yeah. No. Like there are some like Zeus you can dodge, and I think there's another one that you can dodge pretty easily. But Aphrodite's like heart.
Never choose Athena. She doesn't hurt you unless you're in Elysium, in which case you always choose Athena.
Okay, good to know.
Because she'll make those fucking resurrecting dudes invulnerable, and then they just resurrect and you can't kill them.
Oh, that's a top tip.
So, do you agree now that a lot of us in this group have played it that it should have been like a lot of people's game of the year last year?
I mean, it was a lot of people's game of the year,
but some people didn't. They kind of slept on it because it was a quote unquote indie.
I mean, I feel like that's so many people that just automatically go to a AAA game, and I don't have an opinion on Last of Us 2, but I mean, I have way more interest in keeping going with Hades than I do even starting Last of Us 2.
Yeah, I have no interest in Last of Us 2, really, to be honest with you.
Well, that's because you're both wrong.
Also, I don't have a play.
Right. That's what I remember the other game that I had.
Is it really Last of Us?
No, but that reminded me that so I did get a PS5 and I tried out Astro's Playroom. Finally got to try out Adaptive Triggers.
That's pretty interesting, isn't it?
I played that at Geoff's house.
Astro's Playroom is the best, dude.
I mean,
I 100%ed that fucking game.
It's the only game that I've played on the PS5, so out of all the games that I've played on the PS5, it is the best.
It's also the worst.
Well, they just released for The Last of Us 2 60 frames per second like performance patch.
Huh.
So it's actually been pretty interesting playing that again, or rather switching. Because like I was just playing it just because I was like, oh, it's on the PlayStation 5 now. It's already going to be better. I mean, it was, but now it's even better. I don't know. It was hard for me to get started at first just because it is such a bleak story. But
you played the first one, right?
Yeah, but like this is bleaker, if that makes any sense.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to really like get into it. The combat is amazing. The most heartbreaking aspect is actually having to kill dogs.
I could have zero.
It's
now
not
from
for
5% to 0% interest.
I mean,
yeah, it's rough.
Nick would love that.
I like that. Geoff.
Wait,
Not
are
only
they like
that-
are they infected and need to be put down, or are they like
No.
feral and trying to kill you?
No, so they're basically trained dogs by the enemy to come and hunt you down.
Oh, okay.
They're
There's
video
the dilemma.
game enemies.
And they act well. It's deeper than that though, because like each enemy has a name in the game. So whenever someone like comes over, they're like they killed Alice's dog. Like that, it gets like very personal very quickly, and the dog itself will actually like track your scents and come find you, so you can't just like hide from it.
Oh wow!
Look, there's an easy way around it. It's either you or him.
Oh, I mean, listen.
Or her. Some good boys are actually girls.
When my wife started like playing it the first time, I was like, "Oh no, I had to kill the dog," and she was like, "No." But then she's watching me play it today, and she's like, "Kill the dog first."
Yep.
I was like,
that's
"All
just
right."
Julia
Wow.
for you.
So, hey, Todd.
Hello.
I know you're doing your thing.
I'm busy.
You may want to look on filter, and then click on neural filters.
It's not an option.
It is. An
That's right
option.
there. It's the third
Well,
one down.
It's grayed out
Because you're-
I was active. I got it figured it out.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, real quick before we go any further, a big old happy birthday to Ranting Media's own Kevin.
Who?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Kevin, happy birthday! Wish
Who?
you were here.
Oh, he's that guy.
He's that one guy.
Yeah.
That one guy from that one place.
Freddie Durst Day.
So there was Michael, who's dead and now back,
And then Kevin's
and then
been dead.
and
I
Kevin
was
is
dead, but I got better.
Kevin's been perpetually dead for.
My favorite part
years.
is Michael was dead so long, and he was the replacement for Kevin being dead, but Michael came back to life before Kevin came back to life.
I mean, I usually do.
Yeah, that's true. Andrew, what have you been playing?
Well, I mean, just like everybody else, I've also been dabbling in Hades, so I won't go too far into it. But I used to like the shield, digging the spear now.
Like Roman Reigns?
Oh yeah, like the ooh ah, believe it.
But now he likes the spear. Like, I get it.
Yeah, yep, for sure.
Sorry.
Todd,
Sorry,
please,
people.
for the love of God, don't use that picture.
He's not using any good pictures. Like I don't look anything like that nowadays.
You want to know who the only person that has good pictures is? Me,
Of
because it's
course.
the wedding pictures.
What
is with
So-
this filter effect on the glasses? It's making it hard to cut.
Just cut it at the little bit over to the left of that.
Oh, fuck it.
Yeah. So wow. I've been playing that. I finally got the house all set up with unlimited internet now. So the world is my
Nice.
oyster when it comes to gaming now. So
How much do you have to pay extra for unlimited internet?
for me it's an additional 30, but for 3 people it's just $10, you know.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it makes sense.
Kevin said he had to pay like what, $50 extra per month?
Yeah.
Guess
Like,
just
fuck
depends on your location.
Yeah. I think I was hashtag blessed at my apartment. Like I had
And
the
that-
fiber with no data caps.
Yeah.
And you're going through Comcast?
I am going through Comcast, yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I know.
I never had any problems with Comcast. Okay, no. In the 4
I've never
years
had
that I
problems.
used them, there was 2 times I ever had to call them.
Oh, does anybody need a Comcast modem?
I would use my own router, so I'm all good here.
Yeah, I've got my own
Well,
equipment too.
we're not using Comcast at the new place, and I have one I literally just bought like
Oh
a
no!
couple months ago. Which I mean, it's fine, it's whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah. So I've got one. I've got
yeah.
one to unload if anybody's on
Just leave it.
Comcast.
Picture's
And
perfect as it is, Todd.
Did
Yeah,
you
that's the perfect picture.
did you get the accidental damage warranty on it? Because you could just
Should have.
yeah,
because I'm not a shitty person.
Oh,
Or you
okay.
could be.
So, but yeah, with the internet being unlimited, I went and finally downloaded The Witcher 3, so I can finally play it on PC. Yeah,
It's like $8 right now.
yeah,
Really? All
yeah.
of the DLC?
It's on Steam. It's $8. It's I think that's just for the core game.
Far right, Todd.
To get everything, Game of the Year edition, it's $10. So I mean, just a few dollars more.
Yeah. So I wanted to see that with the way my computer's built and whatnot, and I'm very happy with the way I did that. And Control, that was another one.
Control that one's so good.
That one's on Game Pass, so I'm just like,
I've enjoyed watching people play that game.
RTX enabled.
Oh, buddy,
mine crashes every time I enable RTX.
Oh, damn.
Like,
sorry.
It's like, do you want to use the DirectX 11 version or the 12 or 13? And if you choose the higher one, it dies instantly.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, well, I guess I'm not going to be doing that. Any other games, Andrew?
Well, I mean, I guess I could shout out for tomorrow's stream. We're going to be doing for our Memorial Day holiday project, Winter. So it'll be about 8:00 p.m. Central tomorrow night. So feel free to join us.
I'm excited.
But it's summertime.
Summertime, living's easy. As for me, Mass Effect, Apex. Shut your mouth. I've already beaten all 3 again. And Jim was like, how long is it? And we pulled up how fast to beat. And all of them were like 20 hours. And I did all 3 in like less than 20 per. And I got the best ending on everything.
Oh, really? Okay.
I got... EA fucked me over and they didn't give me my achievement. But I saved everybody in 2. And then... I only lost Legion in 3.
Yeah, but it's just a robot.
Yeah, Legion's fine.
He's the best robot.
Yeah, Todd, you got to pay $5 extra for that achievement.
I feel like it. I'm going to be playing the... Yeah, right. I'm going to be playing the game with Andrew and everybody tomorrow. I'm excited to play that. I don't think I've really been playing anything else.
Didn't you cure the genophage?
I did. Oh, I lost Morden.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Morden.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It was for a good cause. My Krogan military was so strong. Yeah, that's it. So for today, we have a topic, and this Photoshop is a great clue about what the topic is. It is what makes good DLC.
Because this was the DLC.
This is the Citadel DLC, which maybe is the best DLC I've ever played.
Dance party.
Dance party. Like, there is moments where Shepard is having, like, an existential crisis, like, throughout it. I'm not going to spoil it, but there's a imposter trying to be Commander Shephard, and every once in a while, Commander Shephard just be like, I don't sound like that, do I? I don't. It's like, I tell people, I'll talk to you later, but then I don't. I really shouldn't do that. I'm just like, wow, this is fucking in their own head. But it's really good. Other notable ones would be, I guess, what was the zombies one for Red Dead?
that's
Undead
Nightmare.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So those are 2 of the biggest examples. Does anybody else have an example of, like, this is the DLC. This is what every team should look at and be like,
I mean,
this is the additive content.
I don't have a specific DLC, but a game that does DLC better than anybody else is Monster Hunter.
I've always heard that. Yeah,
like
and they support.
And all that shit.
They basically support the game. Well, Iceborne was different. Every other game besides World, they support the game and they keep releasing content updates for like 2 years after the game has been out, with new things to kill, new difficulties, new stuff to go after. Like, there's a reason that your average playtime for Monster Hunter games is in the hundreds of hours.
Yeah, but is that the DLC that we're talking about, though? Because, I mean, yeah, we're not necessarily saying paid DLC, but isn't that just, like, content updates, not necessarily, like, a big
I mean, what would you say
improvement
DLC is?
Well, it's downloadable content, but when I think DLC, I think of, like, what's
out
essentially
for one more map on Call of Duty Zombies.
Pack.
An expansion, yeah. Okay.
I mean, that's basically what most Monster Hunter games do, is because it's adding even further end game to it.
Well, yeah, because that's like the games as a service type of deal where they just keep constantly updating, because you'd have Payday, which they have just constant like new maps and everything, and you pay for the extra maps, but it's too small of an increment to be an expansion, but it's because it's something, it's technically DLC. I mean, that's what I think it should. If you're thinking of good DLC,
so what's your line in the sand?
All right, so a good DLC I would think would be like Witcher 3.
Which one?
Where,
like Blood and Wine?
Both of them, Blood and Wine, and
Geoff, what was the other one?
Heart of Stone.
I'm blanking on it too.
Boom.
Is it Heart of Stone, something like that?
Yeah, I think it's something like that. Yeah,
Heart of Stone. That's what it is.
Those are actually, that was going to be my example as well, just because those add
it
easily 30 hours of content per DLC.
Yeah, each.
But not only that, like they open up new areas of the map that you weren't able to get to before. New abilities in some cases.
Yeah, adding things into like what was essentially the base game, but then you have entirely new maps that they give you, and the storylines are not just cookie cutter. Let's just give them something to pad out the story. They're actually really good. So that's what I would say is like really good DLC. I'm not dismissing what you're saying is bad DLC about the Monster Hunter. I'm just saying that
I get what you're saying. It's less it's less DLC and more planned updates over an they're so steady and incremental that it's almost not DLC.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking of like a bunch of games that do something like Payday, Warframe, where they just keep releasing things, keep adding new modes to it.
It's to keep the game alive.
Yeah, I would argue that's more of a games as a service model than anything
No, that's
else.
what I'm saying. But it's technically like a DLC. I mean, you could play the game without any of that stuff, but you do get the added benefit of doing it with that.
Okay, so here's a question then. For instance, let's take the biggest fucking one, Warcraft. Like
World of
Warcraft.
I thought you were talking about Frozen Throne. I was like, you're also correct.
But they constantly keep adding it, and I mean that is a service, but they're all labeled expansion passes. So what is that to you then?
All right, so because if you get Warcraft or World of Warcraft,
well, you have to buy the expansions for Warcraft.
You have to buy the expansions.
I mean, you have to buy most of the DLC. It just so happened that Witcher was the only one that gave it away for free.
No.
Those weren't for free.
They weren't free originally.
No, they're still not free technically. If you wanted to get a
bundle pack,
I mean, if you look at on Steam right now, $8 for the core game, $10 for the special edition with the DLC. And I remember when we were selling, I was still working at the retail place that was selling the cards specifically for that DLC, and it was I think $30 when it came out, so it definitely was not free. Now I think the only way you could buy that game physically now is the special edition, but it was paid DLC.
Okay, my mistake.
Now they had free DLC for the game.
Yeah, I mean, sure,
yeah, they did.
But the big Blood and Wine, I think is what it is. That's the one that I'm talking about.
Right.
How about Borderlands?
They've
had a history of very good releases for DLC.
Like Porgs.
That add whole extra map areas and new sets of levels, new characters.
I was actually kind of thinking of the Elder Scrolls series too.
Has there been one of those? Oh, Skyrim. Oh, shit. I forgot about the Skyrim.
Skyrim.
Well, not even before that, Shivering Isles for Oblivion.
Oblivion doesn't exist in my mind.
Hey, Oblivion released an armored horse.
That was the first DLC, wasn't it?
Horse armor?
Yep.
Yeah. Something about that series didn't catch with me until well into Skyrim's life.
Oblivion was the first Xbox 360 game I ever got.
Really?
Yep. And I bought two games. I bought Dead Rising and Oblivion. And I liked Dead Rising more. Now would I like Dead Rising more? I don't know, maybe, but yeah. It didn't catch with me.
Dead Rising sucked because it had a timer. I don't like being timed.
So here's how long ago this was. Dead Rising for me sucked because I was plugging it into my Sony Trinitron and could
wow,
and
you couldn't read
couldn't read anything.
Yeah.
So it wasn't until a couple years later that I got a decent TV that I could actually read what was happening.
Yeah, playing Call of Duty on a CRT or a TV just not recommended.
I did it for years.
I did too.
I played. No, that's not true. I think the first game I ever played with on an actual high def TV was Red Dead Redemption.
That. Shit.
Heck, I remember my first. It was Valkyria Chronicles.
Oh, that's a great game.
On HD, man. Yeah, I don't remember mine. Jeez.
Okay. Yeah, I played PS2 games on an HD TV.
Strange question. Has anybody played Pokemon Snap besides
the new one?
Yeah.
No.
I have.
All right.
Andrew and Justin, I think.
Huh? Are the shadows bothering you at all in that game?
There's a lot of things that
reduce
bother me.
Those fucking shadows.
First off, you can't, Nick. Stop, because it doesn't matter. Frame chugging. That's a big one for me.
Frame chugging and the shadow pop in, and then the shadows looking like garbage once they do pop in.
See, I haven't really noticed the shadows. I'm going to say that. I think it's just because it's just the colors and cartoon characters.
Now, it might be because I haven't hooked up to a 4K display, but that was the thing that I just kept noticing every single time the scene refreshed.
Yeah.
The shadows did all sorts of weird fucking things, especially on their faces.
What kind of you're on a first generation Nintendo Switch, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's better on a second gen.
Well, because I have a first generation too, and I'm on a 4K LG TV, and I'm trying to figure out why I haven't seen it.
So I have a second generation Nintendo Switch. I don't think there's any. I mean, maybe I could be wrong because I know that the power settings are a little bit different, but I can't imagine them being any better.
Why would it matter if it's 4K if it maxes at 1080?
Yeah, it maxes at 1080.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It maxed at 900p.
Only
also,
Breath of the Wild.
Correct me if I'm wrong, the graphics didn't really change for the second generation.
So the only thing that I've noticed...
No, but it did have more power behind it.
Yeah,
more power, and it had better memory management.
And battery life.
Yeah. I mean, it was just an incremental upgrade. It wasn't even like it had more memory. It was just better.
Yeah, I would have never have done it.
The newer version of the hardware.
I never had battery issues. The only reason why I traded mine in was because I could. And it didn't cost me.
I mean, once you're actually doing the game, I didn't notice any problem. It was just the cutscenes, I guess, that were causing me.
I mean, if there's one thing I don't care about in a Pokemon game, it's the
right.
Yeah, I kind of skip cutscenes. I skip dialogue. I don't care.
Did you skip the words of my boy Todd?
Oh,
I haven't even. Todd's not even there.
Isn't he not?
No.
That's a spoiler. Yes, Todd is there.
Is he?
Yeah.
I mean, he was the main character of the first one.
Todd Snap is in the game.
Yeah, you watch it.
Yeah, but wouldn't he be like a 30-year-old dude?
Yeah,
he is older.
He's older. Yeah,
he's aged and everything.
I've only played maybe. I have not played it. I've only done like 20 minutes.
Oh, I've gotten pretty close to the end, I'd say. So we just
got past the energy signature thing.
Oh, with
I'm not even there yet.
Megan or whatever. Meganium, not Megamine. Thank you.
Megamine.
Megamine.
Different thing. That's a different show.
I can't turn it off, Todd. I'm sorry.
Can't wait. That's next week. Todd Snap's back. How dare you disrespect Todd Snap?
Yeah, that's it.
That's the only reason I cared about Pokemon Snap 1.
Because I've only met 2 people in the game so far.
Well, you need to get
Professor Mir, who isn't a real professor because he's not named after a tree.
Not a tree. Exactly.
They're not a mirror tree?
No.
Is there frankincense and myrrh?
No, mirror. M-I-R-R-O.
Like a mirror and a camera?
Yeah.
Oh.
Actually, no, there is a mirror tree plant.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing right now. I just Googled that.
Oh,
this dude looks like a boss too. Like, what the fuck? He looks like Oh shit! Fuck yeah. Moving on. Kind of looks like Endeavor a little bit.
However,
a component often
it's
used
an
in
evergreen shrub.
Yeah, it ain't a fucking tree then.
Yeah, the shrubs and trees.
It's not actually a Pokemon game, because you don't.
Well, then there's
you don't
Professor
offend PETA
Ivy.
with
That's
this
not
one.
a tree.
That's true.
To kind of get back, David said something that's kind of correct. I've never played this game, but No Man's Sky DLC fixed the game. And I remember people were pissed when that game came out.
I bought it like the day it came out.
To my
Yeah.
right.
I was in Connecticut. And,
oh my god,
my
that
job.
was when it came out?
Yeah.
And I had to drive 40 minutes to the closest Best Buy to get that game and get to my hotel so I could play it. Because I brought my PlayStation.
About it.
I brought my PlayStation, and me, Nick, and Ed were all gonna hop in, and we're gonna play No Man's Sky together. And we're so excited, and it's like, where is everybody? How do I do things? What?
What do I do? Is this
you
all
can
I
play
do?
together now.
You can now, yeah, of course. But
It's like 5 years too late though.
A couple of us played it together. It was pretty fun.
See, I would disagree that it's not too late, because the game is completely different now. Like, every update changes the game so much that it's worth starting a new playthrough every time.
let me rephrase what Ed said. It's too late for him because Ed has been burned, and he's gonna hold on to that spite.
Yep.
Like
Oh,
I
man,
used
that's
the game
David.
box for the original No Man's Sky
Well,
close to my face because I never want to get hyped up for a game again.
So let me
you
give
can
you
be
some
upset
context.
about it.
Let me
But
give you
what
some
happens when
context.
we all start playing it at the same time, and we're like, "Come play with us."
I'll be like, I got a Hades run to finish. Thanks.
Yeah, he's not gonna do it.
But let me tell you, I never sell back games I buy. I sold that shit back to GameStop. Like, that's how bad I was. Like, I have Battlefront 1 here that I've played 3 times.
Battlefront 1. What?
Star Wars Battlefront.
That game.
Star Wars Battlefront 1.
That's my place.
That one.
Well, why have you never sold a game back?
It's just a thing. It's just a thing with me.
He's
I just
never
keep,
done
I
that
just,
way.
I just keep.
So
the
you're a
games.
hoarder.
No.
Oh,
Not really.
He's a collector.
I don't
You sell
I don't
back
know.
your DVDs?
It's been years
No.
since
Yeah, I
I've
sold
sold
back
the
the
game back.
DVDs.
No, I'm talking to Geoff.
Oh,
Say what?
Do you sell back your DVDs for movies you have that you don't watch?
I have actually, yeah.
I'm sorry.
okay.
How many copies of Lord of the Rings do you own?
One. I sold the Blu-ray set.
see,
Did you really?
My thing
Okay.
is, I don't really trust digital downloads to like fully. So if I can get a physical copy of something, I'll do it. Except
all right,
now
hold
on
on,
PC, then I
hold
have
on.
to get a digital copy.
Let me back up with that statement, Michael. I had 2 Blu-ray sets. One was
Why?
the theatrical, one was the extended.
Yes. And then
So
you bought
I-
the 4K.
And then I bought the 4K. So now I just have the extended because the 4K did not come with the bonus features.
Yet.
You're a fucking
They'll milk
nerd.
you for another $150 in
No,
3 or 4 years.
I'm not buying that. They've
Yeah,
already
yes, you will.
announced. No, I won't. Guarantee you I won't.
Now, if
All right, we're going to save this for posterity.
Right?
Sure. Because do you know how much it's going to be? It's $150 for that set.
Yeah.
And I've already spent $99. I don't need to spend any more on it.
How much did you spend on the Blu-ray set?
$99 back in the
Yeah,
day.
I bought it because I bought that day one.
And how
too.
much for the Blu-ray of the theatrical release?
Those were like $10 a piece because it was like bargain bin.
Oh, okay. And how much for the DVDs?
Lord of the Rings is bargain bin. Jeff said.
The DVDs. Fuck off.
Was it the Russian cut?
The DVDs were gifts, so those don't count.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how long I've been collecting fucking Lord of the Rings. I actually had a Fellowship of the Ring VHS tape back in the day.
Sam?
How many copies of the books do you own?
I just one set.
No, I'm just fucking with you. At
Why
this
do you
point,
need the
you're
books when
proving
you
your
have the
point.
movie?
Oh well, see, that's the thing, Michael. You didn't ask me about Harry Potter.
Oh Lord.
I know better than to touch that, and honestly, I don't think she needs any recognition for that right now.
Fuck no.
Is that game coming out? That new Harry
The
Potter game?
RPG?
Yeah.
At some point, yeah.
Wasn't it like canceled because somebody was a racist on the team or something?
I thought
Yeah,
that
No,
was
he-
Capcom.
No, he wasn't fired. He left of his own accord.
As you do.
So
When you're about to be fired, yeah.
Quit fired.
yeah.
Fired. Yep.
Do they really? Oh, hey, look, it's made by the guys that made Just Cause.
Oh God!
Wait. But which one?
It's Avalanche, so
Well, they made all of the Just Cause games, didn't
they
they?
made them all.
Yep.
Even
Jeff?
the fourth one, which
Well,
is
the first
pure
couple were
garbage.
Square
Yeah,
Enix
Jeff,
and
you're gonna have to tell me
Avalanche.
how that one is.
I'll let you know.
Yeah.
I don't think this game is gonna do well.
I'm hopeful that it could be amazing. I don't expect much.
They already had the best version, which is the Lego version.
The Lego version was pretty good.
The Lego version of any game is good, or any movie is good.
The Lego version of
PS1 Harry Potter
all of the
was
Lego games are the
beastly.
same game.
Talking about the ones made by EA, Nick.
Yeah,
Oh God,
because
No.
they had the ugliest Hagrids, and no one looked like who they needed to be.
I played
And
that
it was
on
janky as hell. Hell,
I played that
yeah.
on a PC without a graphics card as a kid.
Oh,
I
yeah.
fucking loved that shit. Collected all the beans.
Actually, and the soundtrack was really fucking good too. And I don't know why, but
I played, and don't ask me why I played this because I have no idea.
why'd you play it?
But I played Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets on Game Boy Advanced,
same.
The fuck?
and I loved it. I thought it was fucking great. It's a really good like basic RPG.
I think
I
I
did
might have
this-
played it as well.
I did the same thing with Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers on Game Boy Advance.
So I never played those on Game Boy Advance, but those Two Towers on PS2 is like a fucking hidden gem, and it's like cheap. They're like $5 if you go to like a retro store, and it is so good.
Apparently, you can 100% it in 3 hours.
The Harry Potter or Two Towers?
Harry Potter.
I don't. You know, that was so long ago. I don't know if I ever did beat it, but I have it on my emulator set. I have it on my emulator set for sure.
Well, I mean, think about it though. When the game
Legend
came
of
out,
Dragoon.
What did you just fucking say?
Oh, so you saying Legend of Dragoon was also shit, Todd?
No, Panzer Dragoon.
Yeah, you better watch your fucking mouth.
I do that. I did that the other day with you, Todd.
Yeah.
I got that game wrong.
I don't care about on-rail shooters. I do care about Legend of Dragoon.
Yeah, no, because I do too. I don't care about Panzer Dragoon, but they did a remake.
What about
of it.
Panzer Dragoon Orta?
Well,
That
I don't
was
know.
the Xbox launch game, wasn't it?
Yep.
Well, they just so right now, I whenever you're listening to this, you can't blame me if it's not there anymore. But Panzer Dragoon, the remake, is on Switch right now for like $6, and for any other and just go to YouTube and listen to it, or I think it's even on Spotify. The soundtrack is fucking awesome. That's the only reason why I even know what that game is because of how good the soundtrack is.
I don't know if I'm going to spend $6 on a game that's rated a 6.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I have a rule of thumb with reviews and scores and stuff before
This just
I start.
looks like Star Fox.
It's and I hate Star Fox. I know that's like a faux pas, but I
it's
hate
not
Star
really.
Fox. I never liked Star Fox.
Yeah,
even
this
when
looks
like
bad.
the original Star Fox came out, and it was like
Geoff, I still like you.
quote unquote revolutionary. I fucking hated it. I thought it was so stupid. Like just because you can do something graphically doesn't mean you fucking should.
This is what Spyro should have been.
Are you just going to continue to shit
Spyro.
on my username, Jim, like the entire night, or are you going to...
Is there a number? Is there a number after your username? Hold on.
Yes.
221.
Man, you know what number I fucking hate? 221.
It used to be Harry Potter 2271 back in the day.
You're a fucking loser. Star Fox is... I didn't even realize there was ones before Star Fox 64. I had no idea.
Oh yeah, no, it's I have all the respect. Like it's just it doesn't look good. It looks like a worse version of Space Harrier, and Space Harrier was out on the Master System. Like,
hold on, but you've told me a bajillion times that graphics doesn't matter.
You're right, but however,
You have said that.
You
However,
have said that a lot.
But that's true. But that's not. That doesn't mean an all-encompassing. If I don't think the game looks functional to me, and this is my opinion, I'm not saying this game is shit. I just don't like this game. For me, it doesn't look functional. It doesn't look like something my brain sees as something that's doable. Now,
So you're saying you
fast-forwarding
can't handle it?
Sure.
That's
I don't. That's fine. If y'all want to put it that way, that's fine. But then let's fast forward to the N64, a system I don't like, and let's look at Rogue Squadron. That game's excellent, and it's got the same kind of idea.
Wait, why don't you like the N64?
It's just not a ton of good games that I like on that system at all.
Oh, I thought you said there are not a ton of good games, period. And I was about to jump on your ass. I'm like,
no, there are good games. I think it's the worst Nintendo system.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
So you like the Virtual Boy better than the N64?
Oh man, well, so technically the Virtual Boy is considered a handheld system.
It's not.
So I agree with you, but it's definitely. But man, there's a game I really like on the Virtual Boy more than I like on any N64 game.
Is it Waterworld?
Is it Wario World?
No, it's Wario. Yes, it's a really good game.
It's Wario World. Yeah,
Waterworld, got it.
No, it's not Waterworld. Oh God.
I don't think I played Waterworld. I definitely
Don't play it. Just watch the Angry Video Game Nerd episode.
No,
on
it gave me a headache playing it back then. I'm like, I'll watch it now.
You should watch it in VR.
The only thing that might be worse of a system, and it would be like the Wii U.
There were some great games on the Wii U too.
Yeah, they're on the Switch now.
Yeah, they're all on and better on the Switch now.
No, because Tank is not on the Switch.
I forgot about that.
That's so funny. Well, and there's not like, and Nintendo since Reggie left has been one giant fuck up after the other. But like how they're handling Zelda in its 35th year is appalling to me.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Don't even get me started. That's a whole podcast.
Have they done anything for Zelda this year?
So Skyward Sword HD is coming out in July.
Gross.
And they haven't given us any information on Breath of the Wild 2 yet?
No information on Breath of the Wild 2. No fun other stuff for this year.
What do you want? Like Zelda 95?
Or you mean 99? Like Zelda 99?
Whatever.
No, I just feel like it deserves a little bit more. I mean, maybe like, put out in a 3-pack, like like the Mario one, put out like Ocarina, Majora, and Wind Waker in like 1 pack. Like
Zelda's getting a better treatment than Metroid
buy
is
the
this
game
year.
again.
Sure.
Isn't Metroid on like isn't Metroid on the same anniversary, 35?
Well, today actually, I think a lot of games are, because 86 was the year that a lot of those like classic games came out. The Alex Kidd is coming out with a new anniversary game. Sonic is celebrating an anniversry. Dragon Quest is 35 and just had their event.
Sonic.
Whoa.
Oh my
but
god!
yeah, no.
First look 2017 for Metroid Prime 4.
So today, Sunday, May 30th, it's been taken down now, but Walmart put a listing for it on their website as
Metroid
being
Prime
out
4?
for Metroid Prime 4 for the holidays.
Oh,
it was like December 2nd or something.
I mean, you gotta assume it has to be close, considering, like I said, this first look was from E3 2017.
Well, not only that.
Well,
when
since 2017.
Oh, they switched teams too.
Since 2017,
they
they threw everything away and they started from scratch.
But they gave it to Retro, who did it originally, right?
But they started it from scratch. They trashed it and started it over. And then when is Bayonetta 3 coming out?
On the 35th anniversary.
Yeah, for real. Exactly.
We were talking about games on the Wii U that are on the Switch. I'm going to go over the top 20 games for the Wii U. I need y'all to remind me if it's out on the Switch. Who's posting by sales, according to Wikipedia.
By sales. Okay.
Including bundled games. Mario Kart 8. It's on Switch.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a Wii
World.
game. That was a Wii game too.
Mario Kart 8 wasn't.
Mario Kart 8
was
that
a
was
Wii U game.
Yeah.
No, it was originally a Wii game though.
No,
7 was DS.
No, you're thinking Mario Kart
What?
Wii.
Hold on.
That
It's Mario
was a
Kart
Wii
Wii, then 7, which was a DS game, or a 3DS game, and then 8 was Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
Super Mario 3D World just got re-released on...
Wow, I thought Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart Wii
Are the same?
were the same thing. I apologize.
Ooh.
Yep.
Does it all look the
They
same
were
to you?
they were pretty similar, but they were not the same.
Okay, and my favorite Mario Kart is
8.
It's 8. It's 100. Yeah,
And then Double Dash.
It's
but
not
I also
64.
I never played it. I
I
don't
hate
think.
64.
Yeah, I don't like 64.
I like
but
Double
I
Dash.
like the
Yeah,
one on the
Double Dash
DS too.
rules.
7. I really like that one.
The DS, I never played.
Yeah, the DS one's really good too.
Did new Super Mario Brothers U come out for the Switch?
It sure did.
Yes, it is.
It came out under a new name, I think. I think they
New
dropped the
Super
U.
Mario. It's just New
U
Super
Deluxe.
Mario Brothers U
Deluxe.
Deluxe.
Deluxe. Yeah. That's right.
Super Smash Brothers, they didn't put that back out. They just made a new one.
Yeah.
Nintendo Land, they didn't put out that one. Splatoon 1, they put out a sequel. Super Mario Maker, did that appear on Switch?
Yes.
There is a Super Mario Maker for the Switch. It is a new game, though.
Well, there's Mario Maker 1 and 2. 1 is on Wii U and Switch, and then 2 is just on Switch.
Oh, okay.
New Super Luigi U, which I
No.
assume
that
is
was
just
like
new
a-
Super- that was the year of Luigi, which
Yeah.
was the best year, by the way.
Yep, exactly.
Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD.
Yep, that's Wii U exclusive.
Mario Party 10, which came out on both at the same time. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze.
That's
Yep.
on Switch.
Still
Yeah,
got the
that's on
game right
Switch.
here.
Is it really?
I would like that game. I just haven't. I've just never gotten
Wii
around
Party
to picking it up.
U looks like a bundled game. Breath of the Wild, we already know that came out
Yep.
there.
Launch Switch game.
Woolly World? Yoshi's
No.
Woolly World?
No, but
they got a
there's,
put out a
sequel
second one.
to the Switch.
Yep, the second one, which I have. So.
Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
Yes.
Yes.
He loves adventure.
Pikmin 3.
Yes.
Recently, right?
Yes.
Like recently on the
Mhm.
Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I doubt this one. Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympic
Not
Games.
that, but there is
Absolutely
Mario
not.
and Sonic at the Olympics Games, just
There
not
is
that
another
one.
yeah.
No.
Lego City Undercover.
No idea.
That one did.
Yep.
That one was a Wii U and the Switch. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was late in the cycle, too. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD.
Nope.
Isn't
It
that
didn't?
coming though?
No, Skyward
No, that's
Sword.
Skyward
is
Sword that's coming.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They'll wait 5 years to redo
Right.
Twilight Princess.
Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah.
there's
Hyrule
a
Warriors
sequel.
2
There's a
is on the
sequel.
Switch. Yeah.
Pokken Tournament.
Oh,
you
the
know what that
Tekken
is.
Pokemon
Wait.
game.
Yeah. No, that came out. No,
that's
it didn't.
right.
Didn't Hyrule Warriors come out with their definitive edition for the Switch?
For-
Switch, I don't
yeah.
believe so,
It's
but I could be
possible. I
wrong.
have no idea.
Yeah, it was the same as the Wii U
I don't like
one.
Dynasty games.
Oh, actually, yeah, Ed's
It
right.
sure
They
I
is.
did
think
come
that
out
is
with it.
correct. Yeah.
2018. Also, Pokken Tournament came out for Switch as well.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
that was almost every game in the list. Also,
Oh, did you also say Bayonetta 2?
it didn't make the top 20.
Oh, but that's a good
I have
game.
this. Yeah, I have the Switch Bayonetta. It comes with the physical cartridge of 2 and then a digital download code for 1.
Now,
I have that too.
out of all 20, only 2 are not published by Nintendo. Can you tell me which ones they are?
I have to look at the list again.
Lego
would
City
tell-
Undercover.
Pokken tournament.
Incorrect.
Lego
Pokken
City
Tourna-
Undercover.
Pokken
Really?
Tournament 1 is obviously published by the Pokemon
Namco?
Company.
Oh, okay.
And there's one other that was published by Koei Tecmo in Japan, and that was Hyrule Warriors.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Everywhere else it was Nintendo, though. But that shows why this console didn't do well.
Had no support.
Everything was Nintendo.
Had no third party support. And dude, and that's the thing. Like Nintendo
Honestly,
now,
nobody wanted to fuck with that touch screen that was
It
it was
separate from
awful.
the console.
It was awful. And now, the thing for me was now they're going back and saying, "Oh, it never was its own thing. It was an advanced
stepping
version of the
stone.
Wii." Yeah,
Now,
it was just another version of the Wii.
I mean,
Switch isn't
it
much
basically
better.
It wasn't that much. It wasn't. It didn't have better hardware.
Right.
No, it definitely didn't have better hardware.
It
Other
had
than,
like an
HDMI
incremental
support.
upgrade, but that's about it.
Yeah,
Now,
Yeah,
I mean, the Switch is not much better. There is 1, 2, 3.
as far as third party support, dude, I think you're dead
in the
wrong
top
on that.
in the top
No,
20.
I
I
Talk
don't, care,
about
I don't care
hardware.
about the top 20.
Well, I do, because it's interesting, and that's what makes a console successful. Out of all of them, there is 3 that were not published by Nintendo
that are in the top
Again.
20 right now.
right now.
What are they?
It is Among Us, which is number 19,
Boo.
Wow.
which says something.
Wow.
And then technically the same thing for Hyrule Warriors, Koei Tecmo in Japan, and then the
Mhm.
2 Pokemon games, Sword and Shield and Let's Go.
But doesn't that say though something about Nintendo as a developer? I mean,
yeah. Interesting one though. At number 29, Minecraft.
What?
That
Which
doesn't
one?
surprise me.
Minecraft
Like Dungeons?
stories.
No, Minecraft.
No, it's the classic Minecraft.
Oh.
I've actually considered getting it for Switch.
I would too.
What?
Because
It's a fantastic fucking game.
But
Todd,
it's weird
I'm
seeing Xbox Game Studios as a publisher on the Switch.
I'm curious, Todd. Is Astral Chain on that list?
That's a Square game, right? If
No.
I had to remember. No?
It's
It is
Ninja
number-
Theory.
It is tied by... It's Platinum. Nick is right.
that's right.
Platinum.
It is tied for number 41
Okay.
with Marvel
Wow.
Ultimate Alliance 3. Which is a
That
Team
game-
Ninja
that
game.
game sucks.
That game's not great.
There's some interesting ones, like Michael mentioned, the bog standard version of Minecraft. Octopath Traveler is number 35. I don't even see... Oh, there's Captain Toad. I don't even
He
see
loves
Minecraft
adventure.
Dungeons on here. Luigi's Mansion 3 is number
Minecraft?
12.
Minecraft Dungeons was weird.
That's the one I feel like everyone says is like the best.
I played it for
I
a
like
little
the
bit.
Telltale one too.
I've never
Could not
yeah,
get
I've
into
never-
it.
Is that the Doom-like one?
Dungeons?
Not Doom. What is one I'm thinking of? Not Doom. Diablo.
Minecraft,
Diablo.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like Diablo without any of the depth to building.
I'd be curious on
Lots
what
of
Diablo
cooldowns.
is on that
to
list.
kit build down.
Like Diablo 3?
Yeah,
It is not on this list.
it's not on this list at all.
No.
Okay.
That's not
I
surprising.
love playing that game on this. on
There's
Switch.
very
It's literally-
few non-Nintendo things on here.
What about The Witcher 3?
Enter the Gut. Oh, yeah. Let's see if I can find that.
Or what's
It is not
the
here.
Where was Enter the
Doom.
Gungeon?
Enter the Gungeon. I lost it. Hold on. Number 43, tied.
Outer
regret-
Worlds? That's it.
I
Outer-
regret not picking up the physical version of that.
Do you mean
game when I
Outer
had a chance to.
Wilds or do you mean
No,
Outer
no, no.
No, Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds.
Outer
is on
Outer
Switch.
Worlds.
Is that really on the Switch?
Yes.
For some reason, yeah.
Also not on here, I don't think.
I'm not surprised. That one released on Switch after all the other consoles.
Octopath made it to 35.
Yeah, that's a Square game.
Nintendo Labo actually made it on this list.
Kids loved that shit, dude. We couldn't. There was a period where we couldn't keep it in stock.
Oh my god, Mario Kart Live somehow is on this list.
Again,
That
dude,
$200
during this last
thing?
holiday, that was like parents were like fighting over that shit.
Really?
Yes.
That's the physical Mario Kart, right?
Yeah, that's the one with the actual RC cars.
Wow.
Man, I want one.
can't get one.
I've
joke.
seen people do really creative
Best
and
Buy
fun
has it.
stuff with it. Yeah.
Nick, if you want it, the Justin store has it.
Oh, okay.
That's like $200, right?
No, it's $100.
$100,
It's
$150,
$100.
something like that. Yeah, I mean, Ring Fit Adventure. Wow, almost hit the top
That's that's another one that like we couldn't keep on the shelves.
Yep.
That's
I
a
ended
Yeah,
up-
Ed
Todd,
I
you
picked
favorite.
couldn't
up
even
mine
keep it on
when
your
10. I couldn't
had
even
to
keep
give
it in my house.
I gave
So
it
good,
back
though.
to you.
It's such a good workout.
It really is.
One that is interesting, you know that arcade game where you bang on the taiko drum?
Yeah.
Taiko
That's
Drum Master.
in the top 50
Oh,
on Switch
Taiko
games.
no
Really?
Tatsujin.
Yeah.
Actually, I could see that. There's a
I
huge
never
following to
thought
that.
about picking it up for the Switch, but it's a good game.
I want to work for this developer just for their name. Doki Doki Groove Works. That's
That's
an
great.
amazing title.
So I've played it. I do have it on my Switch.
Monster.
I
Hunter.
wish I had the drum though. I will say that because the Joy Cons don't
That's
feel
that's
right.
like it was a Japan exclusive though, right?
I think it
The
is.
drum, yeah.
I want to say it is, but I know I've seen videos where people get them stateside.
Oh,
so.
I mean, I have a bunch of Japan exclusives that didn't have physical versions. I just get them from PlayAsia.
yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do with the Famicom Detective Club games.
we
But
should
yeah.
make Jim watch Pretty Boy Detectives Club.
Oh yes.
I do have in my Steam wish list right now though, because I hear they're a lot of fun, and they played them on Up Up Down Down, the Monster Prom games.
Monster
Oh,
Prom.
yeah.
Wow.
Is the Epic Game Store still going? Their sale?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, I don't know why I haven't pulled that up yet.
Anybody buy anything from it?
Hades.
Y'all bought Hades.
I got
Oh,
Hades
is that where you guys
and-
got it from?
Oh, there was a second game.
Among Us
I-
was free. Which
Oh,
is
Ghost
cool.
Runner.
Yeah, I bought the Crisis remaster just so I could say I could have it for $5.
I might buy Kingdom Hearts. I might.
Which one?
I think they have them all.
Like even the mobile, like not mobile, but
No,
the
yeah. I think
shit.
in these collections it includes like the spin-off ones,
like Birth by Sleep, man. That's a
and then
Chain of Memories,
365
those
by
are fucking great.
18,000 days or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
it
they
is.
released
for the DS. That's a
released
great
them in
game.
like 3D and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
buy them, here it is. Like this is the 1.5 and 2.5 remix. It includes Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5, including Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, Chain of Memories, 358 by 2, Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, Birth by Sleep Final Mix, and Recoded.
That's
all of them, right?
That's a sick bundle. Yeah,
it's $33. But you get
I'm on it right. I'm looking at it right now.
You get a coupon. And if you also want to use our promo code or whatever it's
Our creator code.
Creator code, Ranting Media.
Heyo.
It hates me though, because whenever I try and do it, it's like, oh, you can't use your own shit. Fuck you. Oops, you cannot use your own character tag. Any other games that y'all recommend on the Epic sale?
Just by looking at the front page, and I haven't dived deep into it at all. There's a game called Hunt Down for $15.99, and it's just like a run and gun, Metal Slug sort of game, and it's a hell of a lot of fun.
I thought you were talking about Hunt Showdown, which I wish somebody else owned that. God, I want to play that.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Looking at this, Ark is terrible, and I love that game.
Oh my God, what is this?
Oh wow,
super well rated though.
It is. Really
Which one?
Dang,
Hunt Down.
This. Yeah, I really like it. I think it's a really good game.
Wow, this is some shit right here. Hey, look, it's Octane right in the front from Apex. Huh.
Excuse me. Looking a little bit deeper. This is for a very niche audience, really only myself here. But Ken Follett's The Pillars of the Earth. First of all, one of the greatest books of all time.
I got that for free a few weeks ago.
It's a really good kind of point and click, adventure walking simulator sort of thing.
Oh, yeah, that was free.
Visual novel.
I apparently did not grab it whenever it was free.
That's
an interesting art style.
Oh yeah, I was going to say. I mean, we all
a little bit of that Guybrush Threepwood feel.
Oh man, I played that like a year ago. Number 2, Monkey Island 2, so good.
How much did you guys, Nick and Ed? How much did you guys get Hades for? After your coupon,
Yeah,
$10. I mean, so that's
around there.
and if you're listening and you want to suggest on a game, I mean, you heard it from like all of us. We're all playing Hades, so
it is a fantastic game.
Oh, this is official 1.0.
If you're on the fence about it, go watch some gameplay videos.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I got it on the Switch, but if it's that cheap, I might pick it up for PC and we can all play it.
What kind of add-ons do they have? Oh, it's just a soundtrack.
Rayman Origins for $6.
That's
the soundtrack for Hades is badass, by the way.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yes, it is.
Don't watch gameplay videos about it. Everybody will say you're just trying to meta the game.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at
right.
those builds, man, oof.
Here's my pick of the sale. I got 2 picks.
Okay.
I got 2 picks. All right. Oddworld's New and Tasty, $14.99.
No.
No, fuck the haters. All right. But a game that I think is so criminally underrated, but it's so good,
Mafia.
is Alien Isolation.
No.
They give that one for free.
That's not underrated at all.
That is not underrated.
You don't think it is?
No.
I just never
revived the franchise in video games.
I mean, I agree. Good for that. It was better than Prometheus for damn sure. It's such a good horror game. And it has this intro that looks like, the original 1979 movie, which is really good.
Look at Sega actually making good games.
Sega makes a ton of good shit.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
I mean,
Yakuza.
Okay. Yakuza, and then also, do you count Persona? I mean, the answer is no, but...
That's Atlas.
That's Atlas, dude.
Oh, I know, but Sega owns Atlas.
Do they?
Or Atlas owns Sega. I can't remember what.
That doesn't sound right at all.
None of those sound
Look at
right.
that Justin confidence coming out.
All right, hold on.
I'm fairly certain.
give him the
Hold
benefit
on.
of the
I gotta
doubt.
Wikipedia.
Xbox owns Bethesda. Who would have thought that
Parent
timeline
company
would
of
happen?
Atlas is Sega.
Hey, there you
They
go.
released a Rogue Legacy 2.
What?
How did I miss that?
Oh yeah, that did come out.
Yep.
Oh, let's see.
I was right, guys.
For once,
For once, I'm not.
See, and I was on your side, bro. I said let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
He attacked Persona, so I was already
Wait,
contrary.
I like Persona.
And I just said that doesn't sound right.
Wait.
I didn't say he was wrong. I just said it didn't sound
I'm so
right.
confused.
What about what?
Oh,
They made Demon Souls?
Atlas?
Yeah. Oh, it published it. Oh,
I was
okay.
gonna say, isn't
I
it
was so
from
confused.
software?
It's from software.
Atlas.
By the
made
way,
Yeah, but what's the software that's
Snowboard
from?
Kids.
No, from software.
Yeah, no, you said
What
that.
software?
Which one?
We're
No,
gonna-
it's from
let's
software.
not
Let that go for a
let's
while.
let's not. By the way, Todd, I do have an answer for your DLC question from like 50 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon.
Blood Dragon. I was gonna say Blood Dragon.
The
Best DLC ever.
The soundtrack to Blood Dragon is so goddamn good.
really
Oh my
is.
god!
Mm-hmm.
I think Powered Love, not the heavy metal Powered Love, but like the synthwave Powered Love. Put it together, it's so good.
Yeah. Well, the game in general is so good.
Never played it. Only listened to the soundtrack.
Really?
Oh, dude.
I've never played a
hell?
Far Cry game.
Does Far Cry 3 age well, though? Like, Far Cry 3, not Blood Dragon.
I mean, do you want to listen to Brody whine?
No.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
then it did not age well.
Yeah, that's really the worst part about it is the protagonist.
The antagonist was the famous one, Voss, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's the one that everybody liked.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, fucking guy.
Okay.
Great.
What about Advent Rising? Jim, did you have a... Oh, Nick, do you remember Advent Rising?
With the soundtrack made by Tommy Tallarico.
Tallarico. There it is. Advent Rising was a trilogy, and guess how many games came out? One. Jim, didn't you have a game you need to review?
I do, if that's okay with y'all.
Of course.
Okay, so first of all,
What if Nick said no?
I would like to. I'd like to thank NIS America for giving me a review copy of a game called Poison Control. Poison Control came out last year in Japan and came out at around middle of April in North America and in Europe. So it is an NIS America game. If you don't know NIS America, they are Nippon Ichi Software. They are the ones who do the E series, the Trails series.
Oh my god, that makes sense.
They were the first ones I reached out to when especially like right at the beginning of retrospects, because I was like, man, I'm gonna have so much time to do this, and now I don't have time to do this. But I love the fact that they sent me this game because it's you can beat this game in a very quick 10 hours. And I did review it on the Nintendo Switch, and like I said, they did provide me with the review code that will not play a factor in my honest review for
Thank
this
you,
game.
FCC, for not suing us.
Yes, exactly. So it's a single player RPG shooter. I know that sounds weird. You can call it an action RPG if you want to,
So
but it's
cyberpunk.
kind of like a third party, kind of over the shoulder ish type of shooter. So the characters have a ton of charm. The dialogue, which for us is 100% subtitled. There is no English voice acting. Is really funny at times. So if you really want a weird, like lighthearted game, this one's it. It reminds me of a lot of games that came out on the Vita, and was the reason why the Vita was like kind of like a JRPG, kind of cult phenomenon. But basically, you're in hell, or at least you think you are. Bell's hells are spiritual realms created by the powerful emotions or even delusions from various girls. That sounds weird, but it makes sense when you're actually playing the game. But basically, all the negative energy that girls possess inside of this orphanage have kind of manifested themselves into these weird hellish realms of like neon fucking atmosphere, but also into these physical beings called kleshas. Not Kesha, but Klesha. And then one of these Klesha is a character named Poisonet, which will kind of steal the protagonist's body, which is you, at the very beginning of the game. But instead of anything nefarious, you are to work together to purify the other Klesha and the environments to save the girls' souls. And you have to do this 5 times in 5 different levels. The premise is bonkers as fuck. Like it's straight out of Japan. One of those games that is not going to sell super well here in the United States. But if you want something that's quick and easy and cheap, it's a lot of fun. So about the actual gameplay, it's kind of stiff, especially in a world where we have games like Splatoon and other varying first-person shooters. It doesn't control quite as well as those types of games. But once you kind of play with it for a while, you get a little bit used to it. It's a bummer knowing that, like, hey, Splatoon exists and that shooting is the best. When you're not killing the Klesha, you're cleaning up kind of the poison that surrounds each area. You'll see if you're watching the stream right now, which I definitely recommend. These little pink areas, basically you need to purify that, and that's kind of the secondary aspect of what this game is.
This is Super Mario Sunshine, right?
Oh, 100%. What I described it as is it's it's like playing Don't Touch the Floor, It's Lava on opposite day.
So you want to touch the floor?
You do want to. You absolutely want to, because that's how you can purify the environment.
Will recover the poison gauge and your HP.
But so with all that said, the game again.
Oh my God! He sent out his Persona, Andrew.
It's not going to win any awards. It's not going to blow anybody's mind. But what will blow people's mind, and the reason why I guarantee that NIS America is still as kind of renowned as it is because of how spectacular the music is. It's not on Spotify or anything like that I've seen. Maybe it's on Apple Music. I don't know. You'd have to tell me. But it is on YouTube. That. And even if you've never played this game and you just want some music to have in the background while you're, working or studying or just kind of cleaning up the house, it's some of the best video game music that's not an Ys game, and which is also an NIS America game. That was clearly the best part. So, I mean, if you're a fan of NIS games, you know that it has a level of hiccupery as far as the gameplay goes. But if you can kind of get past that and get, kind of fall in line with how it plays as a game, it's a fun game. You'll beat it in 10 hours. It's super simple yet challenging when it needs to be. It's a JRPG dungeon crawler with absolutely killer music. I give it a B. I give it a B out of an A. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Well, I'd give it a B. It's fine. Thank you, NIS America, for providing.
This is my L rating here.
Don't you also have S and double S and triple S?
I was about to say, we do an S tier here.
I guess I should. Okay, so if it's definitely not an S tier.
So it's a C or a
I would give it. If I were lining
S-tier,
up,
it's A.
Well, if I'm ranking it in a amongst what other NIS games, other RPGs, other games from this year,
game as itself
has its own thing, I'd give it like a C plus.
Okay, on the S scale, got it.
I'd give it like a C plus. Don't wait for it. I think it's like $30.
Oh, let me answer that question for you. It's $39.99.
It might be $40. It might be $50.
It's literally $39.99.
$40. I would say get it, but get it on sale.
Get it, but get it on sale.
If it's
you can also buy it physically.
If it's not smoking sexy style rating, I'm not getting it.
Thank you guys for giving me the time. It was very cool to receive that email with the code in it.
As my first one. Show from Fire Force right here.
Oh wow!
I've heard that anime is really good.
Watch it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it on another show that we have. Anybody got anything else they want to talk about?
Nope.
Didn't think so. Geoff, are you alive still?
Yeah, I've been here the whole time.
Okay, I was just making sure.
He's taking a nap.
What's your favorite DLC?
Oh, I didn't answer that.
Probably, like I said earlier, The Witcher. There wasn't really any other DLC they could think of except for. I wouldn't consider it DLC, but like the Lost Odyssey from Uncharted was really good.
I thought that was a separate game.
That's what I'm saying. It's technically a standalone game, but now it's like bundled as like DLC.
That's the one where you
with
play the
Uncharted
ladies
4.
instead of Nathan, right?
No,
Yeah.
I mean, I would still consider it its own separate game because then you go into that whole territory like with Dishonored.
Undead Nightmare.
Well, yeah. Well, no, Undead Nightmare was DLC.
But you could play it
Oh,
without
wait,
the
no.
game.
Well, yeah, true. But no,
Yeah.
I was thinking like
Wait,
Dishonored,
what
Death of the Outsider.
Right.
Could you play
was
that
its own
separately?
game.
Yeah, you could play the Outsider separately.
Really?
Same thing like Blood Dragon. You could play that without having
Yeah.
Far Cry 3.
Yeah, that's how I would honestly do it.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
Anybody
but
else?
then that goes into
Yeah,
expansion
I
pack
didn't get a chance
territory.
to.
Jim,
I
what's
didn't get
your
a chance to
fucking
answer.
favorite DLC?
Okay, I've got two. Okay.
Okay.
The first one that I really liked was the Old Hunters, the Bloodborne DLC. Anybody?
Oh, Bloodborne.
No,
It's like, what the
I
fuck
know
is
about that
Bloodborne?
DLC,
I never
but-
played it. No.
It's well, first, I love Bloodborne. I think it's a fucking great game. But the Old Hunters DLC is awesome. But and I said this to Todd earlier. There's when you say DLC, there's one game that I think of every single time. You did mention it earlier, and that's Undead Nightmare for Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption is already one of my favorite games of all time. And at the time, you have to go back to like 2008 when that came out.
No,
Probably.
2010.
It was 2010. We're living in a world before The Walking Dead. I'm still.
Jim, I don't mean to interrupt you, but David, shut the fuck up. Please continue, Dave or Jim.
Damn.
I don't know what happened.
He wrote something stupid in the fucking chat.
Iron Wolf.
I don't even remember that.
That's
DLC.
not even the correct. It's not even the correct name.
Are you
It's
talking
Rise
about
of
like
Wolves.
Rise of Wolves and then
Yes.
the Iron Banner?
Fucking dumbass.
Oh, it's David getting shit wrong again. I got it. Okay. Anyways, like I said, it came out in 2010, so we were living in a world before Walking Dead, so zombies hadn't been beaten into the ground yet. And if you knew me 11 years ago, zombies was my shit. I loved zombie movies. So combining my favorite like genre of horror with, my favorite game, especially at the time, it was Red Dead and BioShock. Those are literally my two favorite games for that
Minerva's
generation.
Den. I didn't even think about that.
Did somebody
Minerva's
say
Den.
bullshit?
No, I said, oh shit, thinking about BioShock DLC. No way,
oh, yeah.
Minerva's Den or Burial at Sea.
I gotta be real with you. I don't think I ever played a BioShock DLC. Honestly.
I mean, the first two didn't have.
I don't think I did either.
The first two didn't have many. Minerva's Den was known as pretty good, but Burial at Sea was the only real main one.
But it's Undead Nightmare is not canon. It literally is just a really fucking fun,
It's like a B
story
movie
in that
side
realm.
story.
Yeah, it's just a side story from that realm, and it gave a lot of us who played those games together online, have like a little bit of extra stuff to play with instead of our friend Robbie just consistently killing all of our horses as we were riding them.
What the fuck?
That was
dude.
me.
No,
That was
was
Nick.
you. That was you, and that was all of y'all motherfuckers. First of all,
No, that was
I feel
Nick.
like Robbie was the one that would constantly do it more than anybody.
Jeff
I
used
mean-
to tie people to train tracks, apparently.
Well, no, Robbie did kill the horses more. Nick just knifed them more to death.
Jesus.
That's that was
Knife
the thing. Like
accords.
we'd literally be walking, we'd be riding the horse, and then Robbie would just run up, or Nick would just run up and just knife the horse, and then the horse would fucking fall, and then I would fall with it.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
yeah.
horses. All right.
When Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, it's probably the game I was most disappointed by in the
Same
last
here. Like
several
I
years.
loved Red Dead Redemption so much. Even my stance on zombie games, which I fucking hate.
You
them,
hate, yeah, absolutely.
I got Undead Nightmare because I loved Red Dead so much,
Mhm.
and I actually had a blast with it. But
Awesome.
like when Red Dead 2 came out, oh man, I just like finished the game and I said, all right, I'm done.
It was the most disappointing game of the last 10 years for me, of that generation for sure.
I mean, you could be wrong, but that's okay.
Well, let me rephrase that. Disappointing to me personally. It's a triumph of gaming. Like, it should be played. It should be taught. Like, there's some things in that game that are above and beyond anything else that's in gaming. For me, it was a gigantic disappointment, and I did not like it at all.
Yeah, I haven't finished it because I choose not to finish it. Yeah, and I really enjoyed the first. Like, I really enjoyed the first Red Dead 2.
Well, I feel like we all did. I feel like we all had a blast.
Never played it.
And it's not. And it's what sucks is like it's not available on anything.
Ironically, I did play Red Dead Revolver.
Oh, for the Xbox, I never played that.
I made
the Red Harlow. Hell yeah!
All right. Thank you everybody for listening to this episode of Press Start Gaming. Don't forget, we do streams at least once a week. We usually do a Monday stream with, what did we name y'all? We made up some stupid name for y'all's crew of people.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't think we did.
I thought we talked about it 2 weeks ago. Whatever. Doesn't matter. They're going to be playing Project Winter tomorrow, which is the 31st? Question mark?
The 31st,
yes.
Memorial Day, yep.
Memorial Day, happy Memorial Day for those listening. Pilot season continues. We have Neat Trash coming out next week, and depending on what survives, we'll continue from there.
Gnarly.
That's the second hit. So for Jim, Michael, Geoff, Nick, Ed, Andrew, and the entire crew of the Normandy.
Michael.
I said Michael. I
went through the
whole line. I went through the line down.
Yeah,
I was early.
He did.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jim. Throwing off my.
I know.
Rhythm.
I'm sorry. I'm the worst.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. Have a good night.